Hello, welcome into Couchcast. This is our second ever Couchcast, and we're here with another one of James Nash's Elite Athletes. Our guest today, Sarena Manssen, is a budding rugby union superstar. I shouldn't say budding, she's a superstar already. And you'll know that by, talking to her, finding out about who she is, why she loves the game, then also her already massive list of accomplishments. So we welcome in Sarena. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm in the presence of future rugby union immortality, so I'm doing very well. Okay, that might be a bit of an overstatement, but it could be a goal. We'll find out. So, Sarena, who are you? What grade you in? Have you always been at Nash? Just a couple of things about you.
I'm 16. I moved to Gympie 3 years ago. I was homeschooled for 2 years, and Nash was my second time in high school.
All right. Where did you move from?
I moved from Noosa.
All right. Noosa District High?
No, I went to St. Teresa's Catholic College.
St. Teresa, one of our rugby union rivals when we have teams. So, how long have you been involved in rugby union?
Since I was 7.
Wow, okay, that's a very early introduction. Was that like flag rugby?
No,
at
that
7, or was full contact?
It wasn't full contact. It's under like 8s to 10s where you start to learn how to tackle. But I got into it because I watched my brothers playing league, and then they transferred over to union.
All right. And I've seen Sarena tackle, and yeah, she does hit quite well, let's just say, and her technique is very sound. I have seen a look of, I wouldn't say disgust, but maybe annoyance when people have asked you about whether it's rugby league or rugby union you play. Yes, that kind of gives us an interest.
Well, I've only played league once before, and that was here at Nash.
Oh, we had a comp last year.
Yeah, we had a
or
gala
early this
day.
year?
Last year.
Enjoy it?
I did, I will admit. It was
Okay,
very
there we
fun.
go.
Yeah.
So, but you're rugby union through and through, pretty much?
Because that's when I started watching my oldest brother play. He's 7 years older than me, and that was my first introduction to sport.
All right. Now, I'm going to go through a list of teams here that I believe you've played for this year. And yeah, let's just start. Stingrays under 16. So for those watching at home, the Stingrays are the Sunshine Coast representative squad for rugby union. So that's for 15 aside. South Queensland States under 16s team. Queensland Country under 16s team. State Camp Schoolgirls, which is in rugby sevens. And that's just from this year. And from me knowing your history, this isn't the first year you've hit this many heights in a single season, we'll say?
No. So I've actually I was playing up for under 16 Stingrays girls for the past 3 years. So
wow.
I've done Stingrays 3 times, so it was under 15 girls and then 2 years of under 16 girls.
So you would have been 14 and...
15.
Yeah, so not... Oh, geez.
Yeah. So this is my first year of actually being the right
under
age.
16s.
Yeah.
And what position do you play?
Well, recently I've been moved to hooker, which is the middle person of the front row.
Are you guys doing full contact scrums?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. What's that training like?
It is pretty physically demanding, but it's so good. Because you have to learn how your body actually moves and how to protect yourself at all times.
So I'm wrapping my head around. I understand a rugby scrum, having played on the edge of it when I played as a flanker. Not that I pushed, because there was no point in me adding all 68 kilos of me at the time. Generally, the hooker in rugby union, as well as the props, one on either side, are stocky, strong, powerful, not known for their speed. Now, Sarena here also took out our first ever Nash Flash 100-metre race earlier this year at the Athletics Carnival. The interview's up on our school YouTube. And in order to win that, she had to run from scratch and beat all the other runners in that who started at various distances. So we have a strong, powerful rugby union prop, we'll say, who can also run the 100 metres in quite a fast time. You must be formidable on the field to try and stop.
It's pretty good though, because
Yeah, it's pretty good. Not for the opposition.
hey, it depends.
Such a humble. Oh, maybe.
But yeah, I had to really work on my speed for the past 2 years because I was a prop for a very, very long time, and I played with the boys all up until under 14s. So I will admit, I was a pretty stocky, big chick that couldn't really get around the field.
Serena's words, not mine. I said powerful.
But yeah, it's definitely one of my highlights this year, being like growing with my speed and learning how to like actually run.
Well, you've definitely nailed it. What about role models? So you've mentioned your brother and
Yes.
watching him play, and that was an inspiration to begin union. Do you watch much? Is there a professional role model you like watching that you may model your game after, something like that?
My first ever time was watching a game that Dad put up from YouTube was Jonah Lomu.
Oh, dude, yes.
Yes, so he was my inspiration because Dad, he's from New Zealand, and he was like, Serena, you got to watch this guy.
Oh, anyone, if you have not seen Jonah Lomu in action, find it on YouTube. He was one of those athletes as a Aussie kid growing up watching the Wallabies when they were decent and actually had a chance to win games. If the game was close against the Kiwis and there was in the last 5 minutes, you were happy with anyone on their team to have the ball except for him. Because talking about speed and power and also massive size, the epitome. So good. Yeah, so that's I love the fact that you play in the front row and your role model played on the wing. And yet, I can see similarities between how you play and how he played. It's just on different parts of the field.
Yeah.
What about the recent emergence of the Rugby Sevens, especially our women's team? This is filmed, unfortunately, a day after the disappointment of them missing out on medals at the Olympics, despite going in as well, number one. Do you watch much of the Rugby Sevens?
Yes, I do. Because with playing club sevens and stuff, you kind of want to watch a little to like develop your game. Maddie Levi.
So good.
Yeah, my brother's girlfriend actually versed her in high school.
Wow.
So yeah, she's kind of been a chick that I've been watching for a little bit now.
Okay, and there you go. Talking about Jonah Lomu, here we have a female equivalent almost.
Yes.
On the wing. And there was a rumour that she's actually going to enter the 100-metre sprint at the Olympics after the rugby. But no, it's just joking. But someone put it up as a joke. Now, I'm interested, and I'm always interested in students at this level of sport. How do you balance representative sport, club sport, school commitments, work commitments, social commitments, especially at an age where you're still getting to know yourself as a person?
Yeah, my social life is quite sad. But my sporting is my social life. So it's, it's a good balance there. But with school, it's really good because, I was homeschooled for 2 years. So then that kind of helped me, learn actually how to be a little bit more independent. And I think that has really helped me throughout, these last 2 years at Nash and all my competitions and stuff, because all of my competitions happen on holidays. So I don't see nobody besides the fields and, the other team.
Except for also district athletics, which was at last week as well. So it's not just rugby. Now, all of these squads, so Sunshine Coast, South Queensland, Queensland, what are the experiences like with regards to, it's different, I guess, playing at club level if you're one of two representative players, say, in your club team. Then you get to Sunshine Coast level, everyone's come from probably the two best on their team, and then going from that to South Queensland and then Queensland, it's obviously the level gets higher, and each time you make it up, you're the best of the previous level, basically. What's the dynamic like Like, how's it changed from club to Sunny Coast to South Queensland to Queensland?
Well, it's really interesting from club to Sunshine Coast because there's all the girls you've been bashing around and playing against for a whole entire season. And then you have to integrate and get to know everyone and kind of let
Good
go
point.
of the club aspect.
Yeah.
And that's a bit of a professional thing as well to be able to go, oh, yeah, we're here now. Let's just do this type of thing.
Yeah.
And when you play with these teams, like the intensity of like the coaches get higher, everything you kind of do, you want to get better. It's this environment where everything you want to build and try and get there. So with the difference between, like SQ and Queensland Country and like Stingrays is that everything around is like you can't be jealous, envious or anything like that. Or what you can see is that there's improvement. That's great. And okay, if they can get there, I can get there. It's not. That's how I see it, at least.
So it's almost like a sense of personal accountability.
Yeah.
And a hunger to succeed, but also remaining humble. Because, you may have had, personal gripes or club gripes, rivalries. Putting that aside, you've all got one goal for that Sunny Coast. And then even when you get to the next level, I guess, playing for the Sunshine Coast against other regions, then you'll come together. When you said the coaching demand, so say at a Queensland camp, so was that Queensland Country?
Yeah.
What's a camp like that like for a year 10 student? So what are the expectations from the coaching staff?
Well, the coaching staff's really good. They're there to look after you and develop your game. That's the whole entire thing of it. But when you come across these coaches that are actually giving you constant feedback and then run you through on actually how to do it, it's one of the best things. It's like having a personal trainer but is an amazing high level like rugby coach going, okay, see this and this, let's develop that by doing this on the field. And then we go through like different, so we do rehab, stretching, then we go have a play, we can go on the beach, have a run around. But as soon as we come into training, it's you train, you focus, nothing else is on your mind. You're looking at your body, how you're going, and what you can do on that field to make you better when you play and as a team.
So I'm going to say from personal experience, Sarena brings that when she comes into the classroom. She's one of the few at the moment who can just come in and switch on. That first thing with the personal trainer part where like, this is what we're trying to do, this is how we're going to improve. Kind of sounds like PE at the moment, just saying. Now, you have an upcoming tour of Spain.
Yes.
Believe starting in December through to January. Mm-hmm. Who's that with? Spain seems an odd place to go for a rugby union tour, because even on the Sevens World Tour, where there's a few more countries involved, Spain's not usually a household name. What's going on? Who are you travelling with?
So
What's the
I'm
tour
going with the Australian Raptors Rugby Academy. They're based in Sydney.
All right.
Yeah, so there's actually a few girls from Gympie that have already gone to Spain before.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's a few girls I know from club who've actually gone. So it was really interesting because it wasn't like Queensland Country or anything like that where you had selectors watching you. You had to find clips of yourself, write a personal essay of yourself and send it to them. And then they can watch over you and see if you have what it takes to come into this squad. It's really cool. So there's a women's team who's going to Japan. There's a men's team going to America, and the boys' team's going to Fiji, and under 16 girls are going to Spain. So
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's kind of like a scholarship process almost, where you put an application. It's kind of almost like US sport, where you're saying, hey, this is who I am, pick me. What was that What was that like? Because knowing you as a student, a very humble kid, a very likeable, friendly, sociable kid, having to create a profile, it's kind of like, look at me.
Mum had to help me.
Yeah, okay.
Because, like, it's weird because you try not to be that kid that's like, oh, yeah, I've done this and that,
Yes,
pick me.
because that's not you.
No, so I was like, Mum, you have to help me.
Help me sound good without sounding arrogant.
Yeah, so that was really interesting, but also the waiting of the email to get in was nerve-wracking.
Oh, yes. So you sent your submission in. How long until you get heard back?
Like maybe 2 months. So I thought,
Oh my gosh.
So I thought I was devastated after the first month. I'm like, I didn't get in, and I was absolutely devastated. Then Mum was like, Serena, check your inbox, and I was like, I just burst into tears. I was so happy because I'm like, it's been 2 months. They're not gonna pick me. They probably already have the team. And I'm like, Mum was just looking at me going, why are you crying? This is so good. I'm like, I just gotta cry.
Wow. Sorry guys, if you can hear that music in the background, that's our school bell, selected by, I'm assuming, a junior care class this week. We'll wrap it up there, Sarena. I can't wait to see where you end up with your rugby career. If it does merge into sevens at some point, I expect some Olympic tickets, Brisbane 2032. If not...
World Cup.
It's not about me. World Cup, yes, the Women's World Cup. I don't know. I guess we can finish with... We're in August, first day of August. From now till the tour leaves in December, is there any area of game or self-improvement that you have a goal that you might be working on?
Oh, absolutely. So I've already gone through my post-season training program. So I'll be at Albert doing my hooker throwing because I was a prop. Now I'm playing hooker, which was a big shift because in Stingrays I was playing prop and then I was hooker for SQ. So that was really
big difference.
Really interesting. So definitely going to be working on that and just my fitness and strength in general to keep it up because 7th season is coming to an end for clubs. So I've just got to
decrease in cardio, increase in strength and power.
Absolutely.
All right. Good luck, kiddo.
Thank you.
Yeah, with everything. Can't wait to see what happens.
Thank you.